Yes. It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So you know what today is.
But you lost me for my twang.
That's right, it is Twangin' Tuesday. And on this day, I like to feature country music, past, present, or future on the channel. Now, before we get started,
What is it now?
I went and checked out Jet's page today because I had gotten an email or a text message saying that Jet was sick.
Oh, poor baby.
And I saw on one of his videos recently that he just did this.
This is WJTT, AM on the air, always taking requests. Next up on the request line is Little Sister by Dwight Yoakam. And this one actually goes out to my friend Steele. Maybe he could use it on his Twangin' Tuesday. Twangin' Tuesday.
So I was like, you know what, that's a good idea. Let's see if I can do that particular song. And Dwight Yoakam's video is from Warner Brothers. And if you know anything about Warner Brothers, they basically went
Denied.
and you know, I always want to say, like,
You can't do that. It's wrong.
but in the end, Warner Brothers basically goes,
Newsflash! Fuck you!
so I can't do that version of the song.
Boo!
But one of the things I've always said is that if I don't know it's a cover, I don't know any better. And the problem is that I know that the Dwight Yoakam version of the song Little Sister is a cover.
Do I stutter?
I know that Elvis did it first. Now, I'm not even going to get into the stuff of,
Why do so many black people dislike Elvis Presley?
I just know that Elvis was pretty big back in the day, really, really big. He was called the king of rock and roll.
Wow, that's a big deal.
That's how big he was. And so I respect that, even though some people might have said, like, you stood on other people's shoulders in order to get to where you were.
Yeah.
It is.
It is what it is.
But, you know, he died back in what, 80s, late 70s? I don't know when Elvis died, but he died a while ago. So some people got to
Let it go!
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do Elvis Presley's version of this song. Now, let's take a look at what it did do on the charts.
Now it's time for a breakdown.
And Balamo. It went to number 1 in Belgium, Flanders, number 11 on the Belgian Wallonia, number 5 on the Netherlands Single Top 100, number 6 in Norway, number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100, and number 25 in West Germany. Now, because Jet did the Dwight Yoakam version, I'm going to give you Dwight Yoakam's chart listing and Balamo. It went to number 7 on the Hot Country Songs, number 3 on the Canada Country Tracks, and number 35 on Reance, which Reance is what?
Fuck if I know.
Oh, New Zealand. So that's what it did there. So Dwight Yoakam did pretty well with a cover song, and a lot of people do really well with cover songs. It's just that sometimes when you've heard the original, hardly ever, it does happen, but hardly ever do you like a cover version better than the original one that you know of. And if you heard a cover version of a song and then heard the original, sometimes even now it's like, oh, I like the cover better than the original. Because when I like Troop's version of All I Do Is Think of You over the Jacksons version of All I Do Is Think of You.
That's right, I said it.
Yeah, go figure. But it just that when their version came out, it was a hit, the Troop version. And the Jacksons, I don't even know if that song even charted. But it's not that they didn't do a good job. It became more meaningful to me when that song was re-released as a cover as a teenager. And I didn't know it was a cover until years later. So, if you like videos like this and others on the channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm doing at least 5 videos each and every week. Keyword is on.
Uh-oh. Senior moment!
Try. Whew, I almost didn't know what I was going to say.
That's a first.
Now, the other thing I wanted to do is, because Jed is sick, I was thinking to myself, what is it that I can do on Twangin' Tuesday that would make a 12-year-old laugh? And I thought this would do the trick.
How about some more beans, Mr. Taggart?
I'd say you've had enough.
So, without any further ado, here is Elvis Presley and Little Sister.
I like Elvis Presley. Really, I give credit where credit is due. When Elvis was young, he was a bad motherfucker, boy. Elvis was bad. He was vicious and shit. Sing his ass off. He sang so good, they let him do movies he couldn't act. They said, fuck it, let him sing all his dialogue. They did. Everything Elvis said, they said, Elvis, we gotta win this race. We gotta win this race. Elvis, want some lemonade? Lemonade. That cool, refreshing drink. Let him sing till it was over, too. Elvis was 42 years old. Remember right before he croaked? He would come out, his stomach was all fat and shit, and his butt be sticking out and shit, looking like he had the shit. He walk on the stage like this. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every byway, oh, but more. What's more than is, excuse me. Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you kiss me once or twice and say it's very nice and then you run. Little sister, don't you do what your big sister done. Well, I dated your big sister and I took her to a show. I went for some candy, along came Jim Dandy, and they snuck right out the door. Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you kiss me once or twice and say it's very nice and then you run. Little sister, don't you do what your big sister done. I see your sister, well, she's got somebody new. She's mean and she's evil like that little old Mo Evil. Guess I'll try my luck with you. Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you kiss me once or twice and say it's very nice and then you run. Little sister, don't you do what your big
material told. Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you kiss me once or twice and say it's very nice and then you run. Little sister, don't you do what your big sister done. Little sister, don't you do what your big sister done.
All right, so that is Little Sister by Elvis Presley. And, you know, when you start thinking about it, it's, you know, it's almost in the same vein as Sister Christian, where it's somebody trying to tell a girl, you know, don't grow up too fast or don't be too fast, you know, kind of situation, basically saying that your big sister's got bodies. So I don't want you to be the same. Yeah, I used to pull your pigtails and turned up nose, but I'm noticing that you're growing, and it's like you should stop right there, because, you know, as an adult looking at you, they never say how old the little sister is, but either way, it's like, if she's under 18, you shouldn't be watching her that way.
I don't think so.
But it is what it is. Now, but it's still a great song. It still holds up even after all this time. And it's good to see Elvis. That was a younger Elvis. That was probably Elvis in the 60s, not quite the 70s, or it could be the late 60s, early 70s, because Elvis, again, died in 1977. So I'm thinking it's earlier than that. But I want to also go back to Jet, because one thing I forgot to say is that Jet hit 900 subscribers either last night or today. So So yes, he's getting mad viewerships on his stuff, and I also still want you guys to go check out, if you're here on a Twangin' Tuesday, and I normally do a Morgan Wallen song, I want you to check out Jet's version of Morgan Wallen's Smile, because he added drums to it.
It was good to see you smile, girl, you know.
So, if you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace.